Hello, welcome to the Yarn and Yarns YouTube channel. My name is Angela and all of the places you can find me should be linked in the description box below this video. Welcome to the 12 cast-ons 2020 day 7. If you're new here, we've had a few new subscribers over the last couple of weeks and you're not sure what the 12 cast-ons are or why I'm making this series of videos. I'll pop a link to a little video that I posted a couple of weeks ago that kind of explain the background to the 12 cast-ons and how you can join in if you wish to do so. If you have been following along, then of course welcome back to the channel. I love to have you keeping me company, and I really appreciate all of the likes and the comments, and I just want to say a big thank you to anyone who has purchased me a coffee in the last couple of weeks or has signed up to Patreon. That really helps me to keep the content coming here on the channel. But if you're not able to support in that way, I completely understand. Just by being here and liking, subscribing and leaving comment, you're supporting Yarn and Yarns and the Yarn and Yarns community, and I truly do appreciate that. So yes, day 7, and today has got away with me a little bit. It's almost 4 o'clock here in the afternoon and I'm just coming to record the little intro to my project today. I have managed to get out for a walk today. I went to the post office and then did a sort of extension to my walk and walked down by the sea. So I'll put in a little bit of footage that I took from my walk once I have finished this intro waffle. But yeah, apart from that, it's just been a sort of bitty day on and off working, and also my internet was being really slow again, so it took me a while to get yesterday's video uploaded. So yeah, all of those factors have kind of fed into me getting started late today. But I don't think it's going to be too much of a hindrance because today I'll be starting a crochet project. This might be the only crochet project on my 12. I've got 2 places. I know we're already kind of in day 7, but I've got 2 places that are still in fluctuation. I haven't 100% decided what I'm going to start. So it's not outside the realms of possibility that I'll start another crochet project. But this is the only definite one that I have on my list. And again, if you followed for a while, you'll know that as much as I love crochet, I do struggle a little bit with my wrists when I crochet. So I won't be able to work on this project for as long as I have on my knitted projects each day. So the fact that I'm getting started late, I don't think will be any sort of impediment, because I'll only be able to make a small start on this project, regardless of the amount of time that I've got. So let me show you what I'll be making. I'm going to start by showing you the project bag that I'm keeping this one in. This was a lovely sort of canvas drawstring project bag that was a gift from my dear friend Mandy. Hi Mandy, if you're watching. And I've been using it to house some of my collection of pins. Eventually I might actually make one of those kind of like pin banners or pin pendants to house this collection, because I'm not sure how practical having like all of the pin inserts inside the bag with yarn is going to be. But so far I've just been using this bag to store things rather than actively sort of taking things in and out of it all the time, if that makes sense, and it's been okay, so we shall see. I do have some more pins to add to this when I get round to it, but yeah, I've got quite a good collection on there from various places. So inside here I have got some of my handspun yarn. So this is a collection of handspun that I spun up for Tour de Fleece, not this year. I didn't really participate regularly this year, so it must have been the year before, and it's a selection. I've got 5 balls here, so I'm trying to figure out a way to hold them all up. So these are all Cambrian yarns. So the fibre was Cambrian fibre, which is a Welsh produced fibre. I think it's BFL and Welsh Mule, something like that. I'll try and find the details to give you a little bit more on that tomorrow. But I do have, if you're using Ravelry, I do have some details on my Handspun page for these. So yeah, I had a pack, like a gradient pack from Hilltop Cloud, which sort of constitutes 1/2 of the singles, and then I also purchased some natural in the same fibre, and I ended up as a little bit of an experiment, I ended up applying 1 strand of the coloured singles together with 1 strand of the natural singles to make a mild yarn, and I really love how they turned out. My spinning was not massively consistent because I ended up needing more of the natural than I did of the dyed fibre, and I can definitely see some of these skeins are a little bit thicker than others. This one in particular, this sort of the palest one is quite a lot finer than the other 4. So we'll see how that works up into my project. But yes, I've had these wound up for months because I was really inspired. This is where the second friendship element comes in, by a tutorial video that the lovely Ivana of the Republic of Me popped up on her channel quite a few months ago now. She had crocheted up some baskets out of her handspun yarn, and I think she'd used 2 strands of different handspun to create a mould effect, and she had lovely sort of natural colours. And the fact that she'd held some strands together to create the marling immediately made me think of these yarns. So I wound them up intending to start and then just never got to it. Story of my life, isn't it? So many project ideas, not enough time in the day. So yes, I am hoping to crochet up 1 or 2 baskets. I'm not sure what size I'd be aiming for, or how far this yarn's going to get me. There's a fair amount of yarn here, but crochet eats up yarn like nobody's business, doesn't it? So yeah, it's just a bit of a play day for me, I guess. Today I'm going to figure out what order I'm going to use these colours in and make myself a basket or 2 as kind of a project basket, I guess, or a storage basket, and just, yeah, have some fun with crochet and handspun yarn. Before I can get my cast on started today, I have a trip to the post office to make. I've got a package to post, so I'm going to pop on my headphones. That's quite awkward with one hand. Listen to my audiobook, head to the post office, and I think I might, if it stays dry, I might do it a loop round and come back via the beach. But yeah, we'll see. That will be weather dependent. I'm just waiting for yesterday, day 6 video to upload to YouTube. And I'm still working away on my sleepover socks. I've kind of got into a good routine of working on these while I'm editing and uploading videos. And I'm so close to my target of being finished. I've got half a pattern repeat left and the toe. So I am going to finish the pattern repeat today. And then I'm going to save the toe for tomorrow, so that these lovely sleepover socks designed by my wonderful friend Caroline of Colourful Creativity will be my last cast off of 2020. So if you've been joining in with our TGIF channel, getting all of the things finished, don't forget you need to please upload your photos to Instagram or to Ravelry, or pop me a message somewhere, get them over to me, so that we can close those threads at some point tomorrow, and then in the next couple of weeks or so, Caroline and I will get together and draw some winners. just spent a really lovely 20 minutes or so starting my basket in the company of Ivana. I have crocheted baskets before, so do I really need to follow a tutorial? Probably not, but if you're looking for a basket tutorial, Ivana's is so lovely. She's got some beautiful music and her explanations are really clear. So yeah, it was like crocheting with a friend, and we don't get to do that in person these days. So yeah, lovely way to start my project. I've crocheted to the point that Ivana shows in her tutorial. She's using sort of super chunky, super bulky yarns. My yarn is a sort of DK to Aran weight, and probably verging on slightly finer than that in places. I need to crochet a few more rounds to make the base of my project a lot bigger, to make it usable for the purpose that I want, before I turn and start working up the sides. I've still got plenty of yarn in the first ball left, so I'm now thinking maybe I'll try and make a matching pair of baskets. We'll see how we go. I know obviously the bigger I go, the more I'm going to use. We shall just carry on playing and see, but I need to take a little break now, because I know the temptation would be for me to carry on, and that would be no good for my wrists. So I've come up, I'm recording in my bathroom randomly because, well, why not? I'm going to have a soak in the bath, and then once I've done that, I'll be able to start again, do a little bit more crochet before the day is out. So it's just something really nice about working with Handspun. And I love this Cambrian blend. I definitely need to get some more. I've got some more on my supported spindles at the moment, so maybe crocheting with this will inspire me to get back to that project soon in the new year. I've just got out of the bath, I was putting on my pyjamas, and I glanced over to where I just shoved my yarn when I was recording earlier, and it made me chuckle. I've kind of made a flat cap for my ball of yarn. Hello again, although I've never been away if you've been watching this video. It's always a bit weird to figure out how to start these second sections. Sorry, I am pulling up my notes on my phone so that I can tell you about everyone's cast-ons. Should have done that before I press record. It is Thursday the 31st. Yes, I am on the right day. So New Year's Eve, and I'm back to share with you how I got on with my crochet basket yesterday. But as always, before that, I want to catch you up with some of the lovely projects that our community has been casting on. And I know I'm still a few comments behind, but I've got a pretty good list here from the comments that I managed to catch up on yesterday. So our lovely Ginny cast on a hat. Beverly has joined in the cast on frenzy by starting a woven project. She's weaving her very first tea towel, which is something that I want to do later on in the year. So I will be super interested to see how you get on with that, Beverly. The lovely Celeste is continuing with her Christmas ornaments that she started, and has also cast on a oxbow cardigan, which looks really cosy. Jane has started an Aran weight cardigan, and Kathy has started socks and cowl. Angela has started the Lempy socks by Rachel Coopy, and also some vanilla socks to work alongside those for when her brain needs a break from the pattern socks, which sounds very sensible to me. Helen has started a mitered square blanket, and Helen has the Mousy Makes channel here, on YouTube. And if you haven't started watching Helen and you're not quite ready to let go of that festive feeling, I would highly recommend you go and check out Helen's Vlogmases. I've got a few more to catch up on because I fell behind with my video watching in December. But Helen has a really lovely Vlogmas series. Her videos are only a few minutes long each, but they're really cozy and really festive. So yeah, if you're looking for something else to watch, I can highly recommend Helen's channel. My lovely friend Lisa, hi Lisa if you're watching, has cast on a Milo vest for a friend's grandson, a handspun hat, and is also thinking about casting on a ducotte for her mum. Lucky mum. Anne has cast on a mooncat shawl for a friend's birthday. Lucky friend. And has plans for some hats and a cardigan. Sherry of the Twisted Dye Kitchen podcast, again here on YouTube. Sherry has some lovely episodes chatting about all of the different fibre crafts that she enjoys. So again, if you're looking for another channel to check out, I can highly recommend Sherry. She has started a pair of Bellevue mittens using some local Romney yarn. They sound really cosy. An hourglass throw from some orange wool. Orange, extra points there. Not really. Sorry. So started a Sunday cardigan by Petite Knits and is making a felted spinning wheel bag, which sounds amazing, to keep all of her fibre and bits and pieces while she is spinning near her wheel. I think I may need to make one of those in my future. Amy has started a quilt using up some leftovers that she's had from making face masks, and she did ask if quilts count, and we've said for our TGIF cowl that any kind of making counts. So yeah, I'm counting you in for that one, Amy. Why not? Every new project is welcome here. Terry has said she was inspired by My Hitchhiker to start a hitchhiker, which I love, and our lovely Sue has started a North Easterly blanket, which she will donate to one of her local hospitals once it's finished, which is just such a lovely project. Here to confess my progress on my lovely crochet basket. You would have seen some of the progress that I made on the previous video clips, but after I enjoyed my bath and we'd had some dinner, I did continue working on my basket for a little while longer, and I think I have made the size that I want for the base of my basket now, so it's a few rounds bigger than when you saw it last. I'm really enjoying how this mild yarn is working up. I think this sort of beige and cream would make a really lovely sort of sweater colour, but anyway. We're not talking of thinking about sweaters. I have so many sweaters that I'd like to cast on. I have this much left of this first neutral yarn. I'm not sure if this will be big enough to make a second base, and this second little ball that I've got is a separate kind of mini skein, and if I hold those up to the camera you can see when I plied this one a little bit tighter, so it's a little bit finer than this one, but I think for a crochet basket it's probably not going to matter too much. But yes, what I did was I made this base wide enough. I kind of used my other sort of skeins as a guide, but I made it wide enough so that it would comfortably sit sort of 2 wound up skeins of yarn in that basket, so that I can use this as a project basket. My idea for the handspun is just to make a couple of baskets that I can use as project bags, really, I guess. So I'm going to, next time I pick this up, I'll be starting to work up the sides, and then whatever I have left will form a second base, because what I'm hoping, I was kind of mulling it over yesterday as I was sat working on this, is I'd quite like to make 2 baskets if these yarns will do the job, and I think they will. So my plan is to make one basket which has the sort of blue and the charcoal grey to make up the sides, so I thought I'd do just wide stripes of those, and then I'd like to make another basket which incorporates the sort of burgundy and the orange, and kind of have a set of 2 like siblings but not twins, so they won't be exactly the same, but they'll be from the same sort of set of yarns and the same fibre. So yeah, they are my current plans going forward for the rest of that yarn and the rest of this project. My number 7 progress keeper. I've hooked that into the sort of last stitch, the active stitch, so that nothing will unravel while I'm not working on it. So this will now go away until I am ready to work on it again. Tidy this away. I need to edit and upload this video as always, but I shall be back tomorrow to chat about my next cast on, number 8 in this little series. So I hope that I will get to see you again, and I hope that you will continue to let me know if you have been casting on. Until we do get to spend time together again, I hope you get to do some of the things that you enjoy. Great big woolly hugs to you all. Bye for now.